Welcome to Vienna. I'm Daniel, your virtual driving instructor for this tutorial. Are you ready to drive a real 40-ton carrier on rails through the Austrian capital? Alright, then let's get started right away. In this tutorial you will learn all the important basics of the tram and its surroundings without having to browse through boring manuals or instructions. First of all, we will start with the new tram generation in Vienna, the Flexcity, your new future virtual workplace. Here in the cockpit there are many levers and switches. But don't worry, you will quickly learn what they are good for, and in no time you will be able to drive the tram. But before you get to know the most important basics of operating the tram, we want to make sure that you feel comfortable in the new cockpit. With a click on the right mouse button, you can switch back and forth to the free cockpit view to get a good overview of the driver's seat. With another click on the right mouse button, you can fix the viewing direction again. With the spacebar, you can reset your camera view at any time. Let's start with the drive and brake lever on the left side of the seat. At the moment, it is in the 0 position. If you press it forward with key Q, you will accelerate the tram. If you push it towards you with the Z key, you slow down the tram. Press key A to return the drive and brake lever to 0 position to let the tram roll. Actually, very easy, isn't it? If you need to make an emergency stop, press the button X and the tram brakes with maximum braking force and rail brake to a standstill. Before we can start, I have to explain a few things to you. Let's get to the dashboard. Large on the middle touchscreen is the speedometer, and it shows you how fast you're driving. To the left and right of it, the camera images from the outside cameras are displayed, and the left one fades out when you exceed a certain speed. These cameras serve as rear view mirrors to monitor the door area from the outside. This screen can do even more, but you can watch it later at your leisure. Now we still have to connect to the power grid. On the right side of the dashboard there are two white switches. As you can see from the symbols of them, you can raise or lower the pantograph with the O button. Perfect, we are now on the grid. Now let's accelerate a little bit to 30 km per hour to get a feeling for the tram. There you see a stop in front. We gently brake the tram in front of it so that passengers can get on and off. The optimal stopping point is marked at the stops with a yellow dot in the middle of the track at the end of the stop. Make sure that you stop the tram right there with the front of the train. When accelerating or braking down, you have to be careful not to do this too fast or too jerkily so that the passengers are not thrown through the train and no injuries occur. This not only improves the ride comfort, but also contributes to the safety of your passengers. So, steering the tram is not difficult, is it? But the most important part comes now, transporting passengers. On the right side of the driver's seat, there is the right armrest control panel. This is where you control all the important door commands. Actually, it's very easy. The most important buttons are the blue one and the green one in the middle. With the blue button, you release the doors. You can do this by pressing the button number 4 on your numpad. This means that the doors are still closed, but if a passenger wants to get in or out, he can press the push button on the door and it will open. With the green push button, button number 6 on your numpad, you can cancel the door release and the doors will close. The door leave button is then no longer active. Did you hear the check-in bell? This acoustic signal tells you that all the doors are closed. You must remember you're not alone on the tracks. Show the other road users when you turn in the curve by using the turn signal. We now want to turn right. Therefore, press the key minus on your numpad to blink right. To turn off the flasher, simply press the multiplication key on your numpad. If you want to turn left, you have to press the divide button on your numpad. At the next stop, I will show you another important function for the door control. Besides the normal door release, You can also use the central opening with the button number 1 on your numpad, so that the door release is given at the same time all doors of the car open automatically. With the number 3 key on your numpad, you can use the central closing function, which not only cancels the release, but also turns off the light barrier function. Congratulations! You know now the most important basics of tram driving. We will now briefly ring the bell to give a warning signal to other road users to make them aware that we are moving. Just press number 7 on your numpad.
Davidgasse. Umsteigen zu 7a.